that. I push 50 opponents off the track, baby.
In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. Through city streets and temples high, find your story beneath the sky. Waves scratch, pumping our sense, harmony flows to the best of lands. In the neon glow, there is bent, the culture rich, where resents in the morn of grace. Dance the night with every star, a guiding light. In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. The cherry lanes and
Well, I just
soaring
got myself in a little
find your
valve already.
magic near the moonlit nights.
I know you guys can't even hear me. Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget to turn my mic back on or turn my mic off, or I have done a lot of things because, you know, a lot of times last night I was thinking about hopping on to your truck and then I didn't hop on and I was sitting there, or City Skylines, even that matter. Um, but I gotta get I gotta get at least a video out. I gotta get out the City Skylines videos. Um, if I have like one sitting behind, I will keep it and save it for. I do some video content, but mainly I do a lot of City Skylines, um, and a lot of these things. But I'm gonna tell you, this weekend's going to be where I'm gonna tell you guys I'm gonna start doing, um, is I'm going to this weekend, I'm gonna be, on my computer, um, I'm so lucky I missed. On that. We're gonna go down here real quick. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a recruitment agency. Yep. But one of the things that I'm gonna be doing this weekend is I'm gonna be installing on my laptop. It's gonna be one of those things where I'm going to install the American truck, um uh install American truck, and then I'm going to pretty much play that this weekend, at any point, and probably some Fortnite. Just basically just install like a little bit of Fortnite, or just something to really play, just a little bit. I'm not gonna like do super lot of gaming this weekend. I'm gonna try to maybe not do a lot of playing video games, but I'm going to have just the um the reason why I said I'll have American Truck on my computer is, this weekend I won't be able to do a lot because I don't have a lot of, um, I probably won't have a lot of time to really sit down and actually do anything because, first off, Friday I won't be able to play anything on my laptop at the on the onset of playing anything. Um, if this came out on like the Switch or something, and or I had like this like a Steam Deck or some place where it's like I'm not sitting here having to sit here for being able to play this for like 4 or 5 hours, um, um, is kind of what I would like to do. Is that's why I'm going to try to work on, instead of, I'm going to work on just trying to get a another, if I do get a computer, I'm going to try to get like the Steam Deck, or um is what I'm going to try to do, so that I don't have to take my laptop with me, so that I can just have a, like, if I need, I can take my laptop and I can, if I need to use it for anything outside of um, that, but I would have to get a job first so that I can have a Steam Deck, just so that I can use it for on the go and traveling and things, and being able to maybe even get something, maybe even get the Lenovo Legion, but I'm really wanting to go for that Steam Deck, so that all I have to do is just, when I go, I don't have to bring a laptop anymore. I can just sit down and actually just play on my Steam Deck for it. Because like I said, like I am somebody that wants to have the ability to use a lot of different variety of content and variety of video gaming. Because I am somebody that utilizes a lot of different ways of playing video games and different ways of doing things um, and stuff. And I love the video games. I to love that. But for me, like being able to just play on the Steam Deck. Now, of course, being able to do that, I might not do the Steam Deck. I might pick something that has battery. Like look at all the different things. Just the battery life is the thing that I always look for when I look for a computer, is to have the extensive, good, decent battery life um, on it all. Maybe I do get that. Maybe I do get that little portable. Um, Maybe I do think about getting that portable gaming monitor that Corsair has, and getting that thing, and then um, um, and then getting the that Steam Deck, because that would be something not the Steam machine, getting that as my portable monitor. um, we found the Volvo truck dealership, um, and there's not much there, but it's one of those things that I would do um, just to have something that I can just like. It's that little portable GameCube that um, that is my portable computer, because that way then I can utilize it for if I had to, um, like I would get it, like if I like with this job that I'm thinking about applying for, I would personally be able to get this thing going, um, and being able to take that knowledge and be able to expand on it myself. Um, uh, Not expand myself, but be able to get money so that I can maybe afford things like that. To just have like a Steam Deck in place, not a Steam Deck, but the Steam machine, so that if I have to, I can take that and grab the little gaming monitor just so that I can have it for um, being able to do like audio recording, or not audio recording, but being able to like have for like mixing audio if I needed to for anything, or if I needed anything for it, it would absolutely be able to do that for me, and I wouldn't have to sit here on my computer. I can sit here on a bigger computer, but then I can use that as my um, as an easier way that I can play games and do that. But I'd personally probably more likely, I would just do that, and then have my Steam Deck for it. But I don't know. I have a lot of um, different things that just come into my mind, just thinking, you know, um, and for me, like I'll tell you, like the thing is if I get this job, it's still gonna be acting as like a part-time. Like to me, it'll be making, like I'm gonna apply for it right after I get off stream today. I didn't do it yesterday. I was going to, um, and I completely forgot. Really, you had to. Wait a What? Why? And why? Um, but it would allow for me to but it would be basically if I did, it would make it. I could make up to uh yearly on a yearly basis. Um, basically, it would basically be about 2,200 a year on this, but that'd be minimum. About minimum. Um, it'd actually be 12 times two, which is it'd be about $24,000 a year minimum. Um, minimum. And the reason why I say about 2,400, 24,000 a year because I have to take 200 off every month. I have to take 2,400 off the minimum on that. So basically, it'd be about 20. Um, it'd be about 20. 1,000. Be about 21,000 a year minimum. Um, and the max I could make um is 3,400 a month, which, to be honest, if that right there, um, and I do YouTube, and it would help because I pretty much I do YouTube on a daily basis. I'm not perfect at doing all of this, but for 3,400 a month at the max, it is like 3,000 a month. Like it's um 3,600 a year. Um, just sitting there, being able to sit there and listen to some music and mixing it, um, that's just like fantastic for it. Like to being able to make at least a minimum of 36,000, max of 36, about $36,000 a year, just doing that, getting my foot in the music industry. To be honest, like that's actually wonderful. You know, being able to absolutely um, um, I'm gonna start slowing down here in a minute. Because even though that car's going 76, he's gonna have to slow down. So that's kind of like seems like really good for working for a company like that, and just for um yeah, I'm noticing um down in this area. I don't know if it's just the Asia side of things, if there is some other known issues. Like I would still respond like I am seeing this on a daily basis down in here, not anywhere else. Um, I could go back and uninstall all of Africa, to be honest, and just stick with what I've got because I never said I really wanted to. Like Russia was kind of the extra thing because I wanted to go to the Donbass region in there, and I just it's not showing up on here, so it's like, can we get the Donbass to? I'm pretty sure if I installed the Donbass region, I'm pretty sure I could just talk. Like I'm pretty sure the Donbass would work if they just updated to fix the Donbass, um, and stuff. But there's a lot of this this thing that you that would be nice for me because 3,000 a month means that um on the max, like 9,400 a month, like that's like um that is like me making more money than I used to be honest. But it also makes me more appreciative for me just in general, because me being able to work remote and being able to have that kind of not being able, it probably won't be able to support myself per se, unless I'm doing less, like YouTube decides to take off, or decides to take off. Like, I'm not here to tell you, like, or decides that my streaming sites starts to take off, that I can just do happy and be happy, and still mix audio for a while, because I still like doing that. I actually haven't done that in like years. I probably haven't done it like in 5 years plus, but it's like I'm going to pretty much sit there and I'm going to apply because it's for this thing. But it's fantastic to see things like that, and it's like, look, like I am somebody that you stand and you look at I'm not gonna tell you who it's with, but being able to work in a business or working in a place that and I don't have to get up out of my house. It's like I kind of this person that really does not like getting out in this world right now. This world is just um like me, like I don't have to worry about um like if I don't have to worry about going to the bathroom and basically feeling like I don't want to use like I don't like when I go to the bathroom. I feel like I don't want to go to the bathroom at all, and sometimes, not always. Sometimes I don't, and it's just because of what's going on within a lot of these areas and a lot of these places that are just taking. And what's this side up here? Okay. Wait, what? Okay. It just kind of sometimes just feels like that, and I just and I'm pretty sure a lot of other trans people out there feel the same way a lot of time. It's like you have to be really strategic about what bathrooms you can and cannot use, and being really persnickety about it, because it's like I don't want to some like that's the whole point, is basically just worrying about a lot of things like that. And me, I don't want to go live in a place and then not live in a place. I just don't want to live somewhere where I'm going to be ostracized for who I am. And I didn't necessarily how am I speeding when I just know that I was just time to slow myself down? And then it tells me, oh, I get to go to 110. It's like I wonder if there's just a problem down here. And I noticed it in in 1.55 as well down here, that it would do the same thing. So I don't know if it's just that around here. But I'll tell you, like, I absolutely love these but I just am somebody that loves music in general, and I don't even need to really go that way, because I'm in the kind of the semi-fast lane. They can go 110, but I can only go 90 right now. So, and being in that lane's just gonna make it go a little bit slower. So, unless I absolutely have to turn off, but it's like I just really being that way, and it's like having to be more careful, having to be doing things, and with basically bounty. Like, I don't want to go live in Texas because they got a bounty for transport. It's like, no, it's like they don't understand that. They don't understand like that anybody like my family doesn't quite understand the whole issue with Florida and Texas, and why those two of the states that I won't travel to. It's like, and I won't travel out to Utah either, because states that have bathroom requirements for public areas, for public places, I won't travel to. And it's the same thing. It's like it's and it's the biggest thing is like in Florida. It's like um there are trans people that still live in Florida. There are still people that are like that, but they're only in small portions of those areas that are out there being protected by their city, not by their but not by the state. I know that's gonna tell me I'm going the wrong way. I could have easily gone the back way, but I didn't notice that. So anyway, it's just one of those challenges that you know you have to be like um and that's kind of it's kind of why I'm like I don't mind going to like there are some places in these states that are absolutely great places to live, great places that would be there, but it's the state that I don't. It's like I could go to Kansas. Like Kansas City is absolutely a place that is a sanctuary city for trans people, and a sanctuary for people like that. And those are things that those are places that I really wanna like that I would go and support more just for the city's sake, not for the state's sake, just to protecting those places that are willing to protect trans people and willing. Um, and there's a lot of um, things that's why it takes me a lot of time to think and figure things out, because I like there's this thing where um, I don't want to go and visit these places because of the way that they have their laws set up, the way that things happen. If something happens, then um, or there's something goes wrong within the next, you know, um, little bit. Like they're trying to ban pride flags now being flown in. They're putting that bill back up again in Florida. And it's like I don't understand why they are so adamant in removing a trans flag when I basically could go up there and I said, no, that's freedom of speech. I don't care if you don't want a trans flag being flown, and if you don't want an pride flag being flown, I don't want to see any other flags other than the American flag, and and other and no other than the city or state flag, and even then that's not right, because like what's the point in all of this when they and it's like I'm not gonna travel to places like that where freedom of speech is also ostracized for a lot of things as well. I'm gonna confirm and do that. We now have gone up a level. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to increase for fragile cargo. Um, we're getting close to that 400 mark. Um, um, and it's for the same thing why I don't um um why I won't sit there and um go out and support Universal or support any company that absolutely is willing to put Harry Potter in as a thing, it's like um is that going further upward? If that is the case, we will do that. I am um oh, it's right there too. Okay, I didn't see it. I would have backed up a lot better because I can sometimes back up right if I know how to maneuver, but I just don't want to go do the. I just like to be simplistic and easy, just to drive and just go. But you know, um it's really bad to see things like that, and I'm pretty sure it's like if um um why am I here? Um, but one of the things that was really sad today is Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson voted yes, and it's like they voted unanimously in the Senate as well. They voted unanimously. No amendments, nothing added, just to release the Epstein files. And the Epstein files are now officially will be sending to whether to or not to have it be fully released by Trump. Um, and I am going to tell you, it's like if that's the case, and that's going to be it, then I'm happy for it. I'm happy that it's there. But Mike Johnson wanted the Senate to add amendments to it, and it's like, but it's like no, it's like if I pretty much um if I was running for Congress, like I always dream about some of these things that I want to do, but if I was sitting there running for Congress, I would pretty much would put up an amendment that basically says we can only vote on the amendment should only be about one topic, one thing. Should not be like if it's about SNAP benefits, for example. Okay, SNAP benefits it should only be about SNAP benefits. You shouldn't be tacking on to anti-trans legislation. You shouldn't be tacking on things. They should all be separate on these things. If you're talking about healthcare, okay, you shouldn't be putting SNAP benefits talking about the healthcare. If you're going to be talking about healthcare and talking about military, and you want to ban like adding trans military ban, that's still talking about the military. Um, um, yeah, I'm going fast. I don't know why they would put two lanes there like that. Like two lanes to go in, I would understand two lanes going. I wouldn't. I don't understand it. Like if it's a 4-lane road, full way, full way, then that's a different story. But there's this a lot of these things um that it's just like we shouldn't be debating throwing in banning trans kids in sports when it's banning trans kids if you in sports when it's actually talking about healthcare. When you're talking about healthcare, you shouldn't be talking about gay marriage unless it's about that. It should not be put in any shape or form should be one hot button, one topic, and only one topic per legislation. Should not be putting in multiple things. Like, oh, you wanna appropriations, like the appropriations bill. You shouldn't be banning putting um like if you like you can sit there and ban people off of governmental health care if for something like the that when it's talking about appropriations for funding the government, but you shouldn't put it there to ban it for um everybody, because for private insurance and stuff and things like that. It's like, what's the point in forcing and putting bans? And to be honest, to be frank, like, why should we putting bans on anything or any place? It's like like LGBTQ people, like if you're gonna talk about protecting the children, then and you say you are there to protect children, then you need to stop ICE. You need to stop them. They're the ones that are hurting these children more than trans people are hurting your children. To be honest, that you need to stop these um you need to stop the mutilation on kids at like, if you're gonna be frank, you should be saying that you want to protect kids. Well, then maybe you should stop them putting them into intersex people into a bucket, because that's who they are, and that's who they're born with both parts. They should not be put into a bucket. They should be intersex, and they should be such as that, and making sure that people have the dignity and rights to be themselves and be who they are from birth. Like, for intersex people especially, and forcing people to do that. Like, yeah, if it's cancer, different, that's different, but it's still it but if somebody's getting needs health needs to um has both parts, but there's no cancer, there's no problem, nothing, then they should just be allowed to have it and be able to um on it. Where are we at? Why are we on a bridge when we are when it's like, did we okay, I don't get it. Maybe it's just where the road's kind of messed up a little bit. The map is not truly one-to-one accuracy. It's not accurate for a lot of these things, um, but it's like, you want to stand there and be able to protect the people from these predators from it. Like, you're not there protecting children at all. Like, you think that you are doing the right, and you're not with God. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, you're not with God if you are letting innocent children. Now, I'm not talking the adults. I'm talking about children, literally being nabbed off the streets, children's crying, children not being, and it's really sickens me when ICE is trying to when ICE is tearing families apart. It's all, it's like, you're not for family. You're not for family. You're not for children. When you are allowing ICE to separate families, when you're allowing ICE to harm children, when you're allowing things like that, and then on top of that, um, um, not willing to help with family in a lot of ways. You know, you look at um, a lot of families out there that don't. There's a lot of families out there that don't have these great things and great uh, that a lot of families cannot survive right now because they don't got food, and then because they're living on food assistance SNAP, and some of them aren't even making a lot of money, and they don't have kids. But then there are kids out there that are starving that you aren't willing. Um, and then there are kids out there that are absolutely going hungry every day, and they're not wanting to make sure. There are a lot of states out there that don't want to give kids the opportunity to get the health care that they deserve. Like they or they don't want to supply these kids with a free meal at school. They don't want to help protect a lot of people um, through a lot of that. And it's like it's really sad to see that children are having to go hungry on a daily basis, and sometimes they cannot afford it, and then they are subsidized by free lunch, but their free lunch might be um and they might be able to sit in there, but then there's going to be times where they might get a reduced lunch, but then there are times where they would be qualified for a reduced lunch but not be able to qualify for a full lunch. But then there are times where they won't be able to support either one because they don't fit in that bucket, and they can't because their family, and there are a lot, and it's like kids get bullied for being able for just now we're finally seeing this here. Okay. And so it's just sad to see a lot of and sad to see a lot of these people their losing things when and not being able to get help. And a lot of times these people get help who need the help, but and they're um one of the things that they're doing is they're not taking the the initiative to really look into a lot of these people's lives that they are working. A lot of people who are on Snap do work, and they may not be able to sit here and have a thousands of dollars sitting here, thousands of dollars. They might not be able to afford. They might be only making $40,000 a year by both parents, and they have like 3, 4 kids that they can't and they need a little assistance, and they need help because they can't find a place to live that's going to give them, you know, um, there are a lot of places out there that make them pay $3,000 a month, and they cannot even afford $3,000 a month to really live. And it's like a lot of these places that you get $3,000 a month in New York, you're gonna get that $3,000 here in Minnesota, in a place you're gonna get like bigger space. You're gonna have a lot more space than somebody getting $3,000 in New York only making and on it. And it's do we have um No, we cannot rest there, so that's the only place that we can rest is up there. Um, it's 2 hours. And I can't even do that, but it really takes a lot out of um things within society that people cannot afford. A lot of these businesses, or a lot of these businesses can't afford to pay higher wages, but then a lot of these these places need workers and need things, but it's like, and AI is just taking over a lot of um AI is just taking over a lot of um we'll see if um yeah, there's no way I can rest over there. Yeah, I wish you could, but you can't. um so we'll have to keep going. We will, hopefully we can get gas up there too, because we need gas too, and I hope to make it there. But there's a lot of these things where, a lot of these places really, you really look into understanding that every city, every place that you go is going to have a varying um place of living. Now sometimes living in a small town is going to be a lot cheaper to buy that place, or to rent, might be even cheaper to rent. But then you go and you look at that small place, but then you have to really think about, oh well, now I have to travel um 30 miles to go do anything. Then it's kind of like it's not worth. And then sometimes it's like you have to do it because your job's there, you know. But then there's also going to be plenty of time where it's like, okay, but your job is like you live in this town, but you live in this town, but then you travel 30 miles. Um, you have to travel 30 miles to work. Sometimes you might have to do that. Now, if you're able to afford that, that's different. Um, there's a lot of it's just a challenge for a lot of people, and it's challenging for a lot of people in these things where a lot of these places don't um have a lot of problems and have a lot of issues. But I'm gonna tell you, um um that a lot of people say, oh, it's our we have a problem with all of our um how can I put it this way? Um, there's a lot of this thing. There's a lot of uh Yeah, if I had bought in that area, if I'd bought in that, we could buy that right now and just go and rest. But we're so close. Like, I don't want to buy things out here, um, because I don't know where we're at. We're in Shenzhen, but I don't know what country we're in right now. Um, Kazakhstan, and I don't want to build a business in Kazakhstan. Like, I will put my trucking businesses. Primarily, I will focus primarily putting the these businesses. Um, I don't know why they don't just extend it to 2 lane that way. I don't get it. Like, there there are some of these road networks that just sometimes just like if you're gonna have a turning lane to go, why don't you just extend the turning lane like that? But um um but anyway, there's this thing that always when you look at things that going across these um these places and doing things, there's always going to be something different about each place with rent and things. But it's a challenge for a lot of people, and sometimes there are people that literally need to keep the economy going and working at these places like McDonald's or restaurants and being able to do things because there's going to be that point and not and some of these places can't cannot like, oh well, you expecting like kids should be working there. Well, what about those tourists? Tourists. Tourists that need to go, that go and that take time off of out of their day. Kids have to go to school. Kids go from 8 to 3. What about all those places that need to fill in from that 8 to 3? Well, you could say, oh, college students. Well, college students have to have um um and so it's going to be one of those things that it takes time. It takes a lot of these um it's going to take a lot of time to really fill in um the economy, and sometimes you can't just go and use AI at these restaurants and expect them to do everything. You can't, because there's going to be jobs out there like you can't go and do clean, have AI clean for you. Well, you can't. It's like everything's going to eventually be full of AI. And AI is just something that's not going to be. I'm just not really ready for AI. I'm not ready for. I'm not ready for it. Um, and I'm not complete, and I'm not ready to see AI take over. Um, and you can look at the skybox, and the skybox is like, it's not really any. It's gray, but it's like, it's not really that gray. But, how far do we got left? We're not that far off. We got about an hour left. We'll probably get done by 5:30. I might remove, the better, um, raindrops and better rain sounds. But like, if I was just playing this without that, I might have one where I just play this game without actually any mods at all and just play it from scratch. To be honest, like having a computer, having a profile that has, like, I wish that that would be something that we could do, is like create like a profile without mods and a profile with mods. Um, but it's okay. We'll be able to manage. Um, I'm huh. I feel like unless unless that's like a ship, but I don't know. Now it actually looks a little bit better. Um, now it looks nice. Looks really better. But it's one of those things that that I just don't understand with the and with AI. I don't quite understand why yet, and why we need it. Like, I still don't understand. Oh. Okay. Cause I'm going 90. Whoa. Varum. Okay. Nothing's that way, so should be okay just going around this roundabout. And then we'll go and we'll work on getting the other cargo types, um, to fully unlock. I shouldn't. Um, the thing is down that way over by the BCP. Um, Now, absolutely, that could be a tunnel there. Um, I was just making sure that I didn't go. No, it would not allow for. Yeah. I was like, can you go that way? Just by sheer doing that? No, you can't. But anyway, we're about to get off here, guys. Okay. Just because going that way, um, and being able to get out of here, I still need to call, I'll just call the tow service. Because I need to repair my vehicle anyways, so we'll just get out of here. Um, repair all, replace, replace. And alright. No. Um, let me go to driver. Actually, no, let me go to garage manager. Because we have you, and it's the DAF AFX XF Superspace. Could be the Davenport, could also utilize a two new Scanias. So I think if we upgrade you, do we have any Scanias? However, do we have any? We do have a Scania R 2009 Highline. Not garage purchase. Let me just go down here to garage manager. What are we utilizing? It's this 2009 top line. And it's 2009 Highline. Now we could go. It's the R 2009, right? Yeah, so it's the top line there. We wouldn't, would we? We're at 110 for it. Oh wait, no, it's used trucks. Duh, used trucks. It's gonna cost us a little bit more to get that Scania R 2009 top line. And I want to be able to get that streamline as well. Now, we're down here. What are we using for you? DAF X Base. Lilyhammer's using the Volvo FH3s. We got the Iveco Stralis. They were using the Scania R high roofs. And what are we using in Barcelona? We're using the Mercedes-Benz in Barcelona. So let's upgrade you. And then And then let's go to bank. We pay you. And then we'll go to services, get a used trucks. Ah, son of a... Okay. Son of a beehive. Well, actually, that's a good thing, because, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add an additional 50 on. So that we can change, modify this a little bit. Let's not let me soul. That's Barcelona. Oh, duh. Driving to port. Into Ravenport. Alright. Now we're gonna go to truck manager. Down here. Because the thing of this truck is we can upgrade to the top line, but we're gonna keep this the high line for now. And we'll keep it the mid lift, just for now. Clear all the... Actually, no, that... Tagline... 730 there. 12 by 2. Standard. Or we just do this. And then we can just go up to that point, but I think we go with 500. I think we just go with this. Um, I think what we do is it's already got the 12 speed because typically it's already got the 12 speed with retarder. I think we can just upgrade it thing. Um, I think we'll do that. It won't be like what the other trucks have, but we can come back and maybe um, where's the just hire a driver. I need a P. You know what, Milliar, you're hired. Just cause. And then, and then, um, and then we need to go, can I absolutely rest here? I don't think so. Yeah, because if I don't think I can rest here, so. So what we'll do is we're gonna go get some rest. Wait. It doesn't show up. Okay. Because once we get over here, guys, once we get ourselves rested, we will be A-okay and be done for the day. And we'll probably even be able to pay off our loans and then some. Um, if I can pay off the 10,000 one, I will pay that off right away. Um, and then we'll keep the $50,000 for a little bit. Do they want me to rest back here? Like, what? Just why? Okay, so we got 63. This is about the time where sometimes I might, and we'll do even another rest. Because this will actually upgrade, our vehicle services. Let's go down here to bank. Repay you off and repay you off. Then we can go to company truck manager and go down here to this and upgrade you. We're gonna downgrade you to the tag lift because I like the tag lift. But then we will upgrade you and confirm you there. And we got 9. Then the Scania S high roof. I believe we can also start upgrading. These can start going up to the 73, but they're sitting at 580 right now. I'm just making sure that anything. But anyway, we're gonna save it here for today. Tomorrow will be our last day for this week. So if you guys are wanting to see more content for it, you guys can do. Today's the 19th. Tomorrow will be the last day that we will get to see Euro Truck Simulator 2. And tomorrow is also going to be where I'm going to tell you guys. Tomorrow's also going to be a shorter stream tomorrow night as well. Probably going to be till 12:30. And then the rest of the week, for the rest of the week, for tonight, we'll be playing some Fortnite tonight and tomorrow, possibly. I still gotta do a couple things. I gotta install Fortnite on my laptop. I gotta install, American Truck. I'm installing American Truck on this computer and transfer over my files from over here. Not installing Euro, I'll install American. Just so that I have something to do for the weekend. And it will be me installing all the mods as well. I'm seeing if they will run and work. Because I only have 32. I don't have 100 and some odd thousand mods for it. And then we'll keep that there, and we'll figure things out from there for this weekend. But for when I'm gone, but I will tell you this, the rest of the Laz. He's like, ah, shit. because he's really wanting to play. He's really into Black Ops 7, but it's like next week's got the new teaser trailer for Fortnite for the event next week. But anyway, and stuff. So anyway, and that's what I but for tonight we'll do probably Fortnite tonight and tomorrow night, because Glass has got to get that done. I will be playing Fortnite this weekend a little bit as well, because I will have my laptop, will get it, and I'm gonna try to, like, the thing is I have a problem with is the graphical style, graphics. Like, I don't understand why Fortnite looks so much worse on the PlayStation 4 when it looks so fantastic on a PS5. I don't understand that, and I don't understand for it, but we'll see how things go. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys tonight at about 9 o'clock. And tomorrow night will also be the same thing. It'll be from 9 to 12:30 tomorrow night. Tonight will be from 9 till 12:30, possibly till 1, and stuff. But tomorrow will be that, and then the weekend will just basically no streams Friday, no streams Saturday. Sunday there will be a stream Sunday night, but not Sunday afternoon. And then we got a few days left, guys, before before Euro Truck decides to update and get us the Nordic Horizons coming. Don't know. We'll have 1.57. It's not going to have much of anything for American Truck, so we're not going to get into that this week when that comes up right away either. But we will still continue to update our game and continue to update it as we go. But anyway, we will catch you guys later.